Alright guys, so I am a little late to this, but I just wanted to take the time and talk about both EZA Frieza as well as EZA Cooler. So for those of you who don't know still, currently there's an EZA Area out right now during the celebration, and I did call this in another video where I kind of predicted what could happen, and I did say this EZA Area could come, and it did, so I called it. Let's go. So again, this Frieza and this Cooler are both going to be EZA'd. You know, they're both free-to-play units, you know, so they're very, very easy to attain. The Frieza, you can attain by taking on Full Power Frieza's Dokkan event, and it's the first 3 stages. You just have to do the hard one, and, you know, you have a chance of getting copies of that Frieza through that Dokkan event. And then AGL Cooler, you have to farm Incredible Gems, and then you have to exchange them in the Baba shop. So again, it's just a lot of grinding that you have to do in order to get like both of these units to like full SA level 10, have their 4 dupe paths open. You know, it's a lot of work, but they're absolutely worth it in my opinion. So again, EZA Area, it's not a traditional EZA, which does suck because again, usually regular EZAs give you more stones, but you know, it's just whatever. So looking at the units that you can take on with this event, you have a pretty decent roster here. You know, most of these units are free to play, like this King Cold, Mecha Frieza, Chilled, this Frieza, you know, obviously the 2, you know, EZA units you have to bring, so again, you have to farm those up. All those units that I just pointed at are completely free to play. This King Cold has this, I forget what the event is called, but it's a story event. You know, it's just like, let me think about it. Mecha Frieza has the same thing, but it's just, I think it's called like a scout battle or something like that in the story event section, where, you know, these are just kind of like beginner cards that the game kind of offers you for, you know, new players. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but again, they're completely free to play, very easy to attain, and very easy to awaken. The rest of the units, like this Cooler and this King Cold and Mecha Frieza, you have to get those from the Baba shop. Those are units that you have to get from, you know, completing Ultimate Clash, the currency. You know, you have to have a certain amount to trade for a copy of these guys. Full Power Frieza, you know, he's a summonable LR. Prime Battle Frieza is a Prime Battle LR, so again, he's free to play, you have to grind him up. This Golden Frieza, AGL, he's a summonable unit. He's been out for a while now, so people probably already have him. This Tech Cooler, I do believe he is a summonable unit as well. Again, very, very old, so many people have already had him. And then this other Golden Frieza, very old unit as well, so people probably already have him fully, you know, rainbowed and all that. So if you're a long-time player, you're gonna have most of these units both rainbowed, or you have them with several dupes. Like, for example, if you've been playing for a super long time, you probably already have rainbowed this Prime Battle Frieza, who, you know, for newer players is going to be extremely hard to attain because, again, you need 777 medals to actually go ahead and awaken him. But again, what I'm going to talk to you guys today is kind of like the best way to take on this event. I personally did take on this event. I already have them fully EZA'd. If you guys want to see a showcase on them, please comment down below if you guys are down for that. The team that I used was actually a combination of, I used Mecha Frieza as my leader and King Cold. So this LR Mecha Frieza and King Cold is my leader because they lead Wicked Bloodlines 3 key 100% to stats. So I put them as my leader because, again, all these units are on Wicked Bloodline. I brought this LR Metal Cooler. I brought this AGL Golden Frieza. I obviously brought the Cooler and the Frieza that you have to bring in order to take it on, and that's all I used. I didn't have a 6th unit because, again, I couldn't grind. I mean, personally, I didn't even have the stamina or the time to go ahead and grind up another one of these units. So I just used those 5 characters. I took it on. It took a very long time because, again, I had a Cyberman. Because if you have a missing unit, they replace it with the Cyberman, and that Cyberman got me killed a multitude of times. But I mean, I still completed it, and that's over. So thank God. Again, once you EZA them, it's completely worth it. Because a big reason why I'm telling people, especially if you're a long-time player, to get this done, is because you need both of these characters in order to take on Prime Battle Goku's EZA. So this Prime Battle Goku, he gets an EZA. He already got it over there on JP. You know, he's going to be getting this in the future for Global. but you need both the Cooler and the Frieza to take on his EZA Area. So let's just take a look at all the units that you need, just for those of you who need a reminder, or for those of you, again, who are just hearing about this for the first time. Okay, so of the units that you have to have in order to take on his EZA Area, and for some reason the Dokkan Wiki is, I believe, having some internet issues, so that is not very helpful. Okay, is it loading now? Yes, it is. Okay. Thank you. Oh, okay. So, LR Zamasu Goku. Again, you can attain this guy from the anniversary, 5th year anniversary. For those of you who didn't, there was a reason why people were telling you to grind him up, because again, you need him for this event. And the hard part about this is that you have to have him fully EZA'd, fully SA level 25, for the LR EZAs, or full SA level 15 for the regular EZAs, and you have to have him rainbowed. So again, there goes you really do have to invest a lot into the units here if you really want to EZA this Prime Battle Goku. Again, so we already have his EZA out. This Raditz recently got his EZA as well. I believe it came with the Ultimate Gohan celebration. I could not be remembering correctly, but I do believe that's when his EZA came out. And then obviously the Cooler and the Frieza are out right now. We're just missing Lord Slug, and then this Tech Android 13, his EZA is already out. Except his is an EZA, like just a regular EZA, just an Extreme Z battle. You just have to farm him up with incredible gems. So, that's the biggest thing with him is, taking the time to farm up all of those incredible gems. And again, the only one we're missing is Lord Slug, but there's a reason why I'm telling people to grind this up, get these units done, because again, this Prime Battle Goku after ZZA, he's absolutely worth it, especially with the damage and just all the things he's able to do. This guy is absolutely worth it. So I tell people, please, 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 you gotta EZA these units. You gotta fully max them out. And I know this is gonna be very hard for some people for sure, because again, you do have to invest a lot of things like orbs, training items, Grand Elder Kais. You have to farm up maybe extra copies that you can feed into them for all of that. So there's a lot of grinding involved, but again, the reward, especially, this guy is gonna be extremely worth it for some people. So now let's just take a look at what exactly these units do after the EZA. So this Frieza, he both got his Awakening and his EZA during the celebration, because before he was just this SSR that you would farm up. And honestly, even before his EZA, he's a decent unit. He gets 70% attack and defense at the start of turn. He guards if there's a Goku's family enemy, and he also reduces damage by 30% when his guard is activated. So even before, he's decent. The only downside is, to this unit is, again, you have to literally run him against a Goku's family enemy. But again, that's not a hard condition, because again, most of the game is Goku. So again, not very hard. So yeah, both of these units really want to be fighting a Goku's family enemy. So yeah. And then after their EZA, this is a Wicked Bloodline category of 3 key and 77% to stats. So EZA stats, pretty decent. He raises attack on a super attack, and then his passive is 100% attack and defense, so it does jump up significantly. He guards, and then he gives 2 key and 20% attack and defense if there's a Goku's family category enemy to all allies. So again, very, very powerful ability, because he's a support type unit. He's guarding, he has damage reduction, so this is a very, very powerful unit overall. So again, just to reiterate, Frieza is extremely good. The only condition is it's really preferred if he's fighting a Goku's family enemy, because again, he gets both guard, damage reduction, and he activates his support type ability. This Frieza is just very, very, very good. And then Cooler. Cooler is the same thing. Again, you want to be fighting a Goku's family enemy before his Awakening and his EZA. He's kind of bad, honestly. He just lowers defense. He doesn't have like a percent start of turn buffy. He gets like the regular old just number start of turn buff. But after his EZA, he's pretty decent, because again, he raises defense, so a defensive stacker is always going to be very, very good. He becomes an all types leader of 2 key and 50%, not the best, but again, still relatively, I would say, decent. And then he gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. He's effective against all types. He gives 2 key and 20... Wait, I read that wrong. So he's effective against all types for sure. He gets 100% attack and defense. He gives 2 key only I thought he gave 20% attack and defense, but no. He reduces enemies' attack and defense by 20% if there's a Goku's family category enemy. So similar to what Omega Shenron does, he lowers their attack and defense by 40%. This cooler does it by 20%, but he has to be fighting a Goku's family category enemy. So again, these two are very heavily, you know, based in where they want to be fighting a Goku's family enemy, which is the only condition that they have, which again is not very hard because again, most of the game is comprised of Goku. And then he has, and then he launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack if you're also fighting a Goku's family, and that is a, what percent is that? It is a 25% chance. Okay. So he has a 25% chance of launching an additional attack. So again, if you're fighting a Goku's family enemy. So this cooler, he really wants to be run, you know, fighting a Goku's family enemy, as well as this Frieza, which again is the only downside to these units. But other than that, I mean, they do lots of damage. They're very, very good, extremely good units in my opinion. So, again, if you're a newer player, you're not going to be able to take on this event very lightly. But if you're a long-time player, the strat that I would go for is, for sure, Mecha Frieza and King Cold as your leader, because again, they give 100% to all stats. I would run this Golden Frieza, because again, this Golden Frieza reduces damage by 90%, so very, very powerful ability. I would run, you know, obviously you have to run Cooler and Frieza, because again, without them, you cannot take on this event. And then, for the last two units, Prime Battle Frieza is also really, really good unit to use. You know, he still hits very hard, so that's going to be very beneficial, you know, just to, you know, just blow through the stages. Full Power Frieza, if you have him, very, very powerful, because again, the less HP you have, the more damage and defense he gets, and with these easy areas, you don't have a lot of health, so you can fall below a lot of HP thresholds to unlock all of his attack and defense. And then I would also bring this not Prime Battle, but this Babashop Cooler. Again, he has, I believe, 2 additionals that can become supers, so theoretically he could super 4 times in a turn, because again, 1, he gets a super attack off, he gets the 2 additionals that become supers, and then he gets his hidden potential one. So that is what I would say to run as a team. Of course, if you have, you know, this cooler or any of these other units rainbowed, sure, go for it if you don't have, you know, any of these LRs, but it is going to be very difficult. You know, I had to, like, you know, instantly, you know, buy these 2 and then fully grind them up before I could even take this on, because I mean, I did try before, but I got destroyed. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys found this, you know, very helpful, as well as, you know, just something to kind of think about. Again, I would EZA these units. Prime Battle Goku's EZA is very, very good, and you absolutely need these 2. They're very crucial, because again, when they fight a Goku's family enemy, they become very, very powerful. And again, for the Prime Battle Goku EZA area, you're going to be fighting Goku. So, just before I wrap this up, if you guys just, you know, stumbled upon my channel, or if you guys, you know, this is your first time seeing me, or if you guys have been watching my videos for a while and have not subscribed yet, I would really, really appreciate it if you guys could go down there, hit the subscribe button. I post relatively very, very consistently. In fact, I'm trying to get back onto my, you know, 1 video per day, you know, grind, but, you know, we'll see what happens. And so, anyways, guys, that is going to do for today's video, and I will see you guys next time.